So, Eule was a product, or how I would say, Eule was the creation of the children of Iluvatar, which were the Volpemi, the elder Volpemi that had come down from the constellation to Middle Earth. And they themselves, these melanated bearded gods from the Sirius star system, they had made their way down to the Middle Earth realm, and as co-creators, as gods, they had made one product of their creation, and that creation was Eule, who was a giant, who was a giant dwarf-like god. Now, if he was melanated or not, I'm not really sure about that, but in any form or another, Eule was the one divine creation made by the children of Iluvatar, which they were also called the Volpemi elders, who had grown long beards and who had melanin. To simply put it this way, because these beings, these star beings can come in all forms of dark matter. So, to get back to the lore of my DNA movie. So I was born from a melanated, a dark-skinned Earth mother, a sun mother, who my father, Thorin Arkenheart, who he fell in love with, and they both had co-created me into existence. I would like to call my sun mother. I had given her a name, and it was something like Eden word, Edenwis or something. So she was melanated. She had the dark matter. She had the strong junk DNA within her, which was the Melochrist. The Melochrist, which was in the earth and had made the Arkenstone. So within my higher self, I possess the Melochrist, and that simply is the junk DNA that is being activated at this time. And this is why I am now having these random astral travels to these star constellations, or it's been one journey there. And this all goes back to the lore that is being created within my crystalline DNA, that is being structured. And as I'm existing here on this matrix reality, as I'm existing here on this earth, my DNA unlock the story that is being unlocked within my DNA is now showing itself to me, and now I'm traveling to these different star constellations to gather what had happened in my past, who my higher self really was before it came into this flesh body. So I'm gathering up the lost pieces that I had left at these certain star constellations. And the lore is now being unlocked. It's now showing itself to me, and it's a gradual process. But anyway, my father, Thorin Arkenheart, and my mother, Edithsword, they had created me. This all happened. I don't know. It's all in cosmic rhythm. So there might actually not be a time frame to this, even at all. They had both fallen in love with each other, and so my mother had come from a line of extraterrestrial who had the certain substance within her. So she, by being born from her, she had passed that on to me. And as this threat, I guess the races did not know of this growing threat, this global growing threat that was building itself up. All of the races of the Middle Earth realm, they did not know that this was happening, just like in the movie. It was subtly building itself to where the other races of the light, they did not feel its presence or sense it coming even, because the presence was very well hidden from the consciousness, from their consciousness, in some way, shape, or form. They did not notice it until it was too late. So my father, Thorin Arkenheart, he was given a prophecy within his dream, and the cosmic tribe from my mother's side had done something to activate something. There were many oracles and shamans that my mother knew, that my son mother knew, that were from her tribe. So when this had happened, they were given a prophecy, and so that leads me to where I am now. They saw this world, like this very large realm threat. It would threaten the whole realm. This great threat that was to take over the whole realm, and to see basically a world war coming for every living thing. For every living thing there would be death, and not just the physical death, but spiritual death as well. So I'm creating my DNA lore as I go on, and this is the backstory to what really happened. So this great world war threat, by whoever it was, I'm not sure at this point of who is behind the huge war that would take place, the gigantic realm war that would affect every living thing on the realm, or in the realm. My mother's tribe, her oracle had fulfilled or had seen a prophecy that would threaten all the life on Middle Earth. So this in turn, she had told Thorin about this, and he was very concerned. So he wanted me to be safe, whether it be going through a Stargate, to a prison planet where I would be basically on hold. It's a holding station, basically what it is. So as my father and his clan were preparing for the big war that would come to threaten them, of course he and his clan, my father and his clan, his family line, their duty is to protect the realm. They're the guardians of the realm, so it's in their blood, it's in their nature to protect the realm at all costs. And there was something that wanted to, in a way, take over my mother's side, my mother's family line, because they had the special, embedded within them, they had the special Melochrist. So, in a way, this archonic presence, this really dark presence, wanted to take and capture my mother's people, to use them as products, basically for what they had in their blood, which was the Melochrist. The Melochrist, it was the substance that had made the Arkenstone. It had this substance within these angelic beings' DNA, within their blood, they really wanted that for something. So in a way, like, this threat was like, they were like vampires almost. Like, they wanted that pure special blood that they had. So to have it, to come to claim the Melicris, they would have to kill my tribe members, that line of extraterrestrial. They wanted to kill them, all of them, so that they could have their blood, so that they could have that power themselves, because the threat that was wanting to wage war with everybody in the realm, they had no kind of melanin at all within them, so they wanted that special substance that would make them more powerful. So, but not all of my cosmic tribe members were killed. There were some that had fled somewhere, maybe down underground, I don't know. But there were some of my tribe members who had lived. I don't know if my mom had lived. I don't know if she had gone away. But I think she got herself killed because, or she sacrificed. Well, no, I don't think she would do that. Because if she did that, then the beings who had killed her would have power. Maybe they just stored her away somewhere, or had captured her. But my father did not see her for a very, very, very long time. So, when the threat was getting stronger, I was born there. And I was not in a flesh body there either. I was like a pure substance that kind of had the image of a young child, but I was not like in the flesh or anything. I was just like this pure thought form that was existing in the realm at that time. So, and one look at my family members, at my star family members, I instantly just knew them. I instantly knew like all about them. I did not really have to grow up with them to know them. But so actually my pure spirit soul essence kind of grew up with them for a time. And while I was growing up there, I did not see my mother too much, because she wanted to lead the threat away from me, to have the attention all on her so that they would be focused on pursuing her instead of me. So, and my father was quite upset when she had told him that she had to go away, because she did not want the threat to linger all on me. So she had to go away for a while. But I was with her when I was a young child, and then she went away when I was still very young. And then I kind of grew up with Thorin and the others who are in this different parallel reality, this different parallel in this different parallel world. that is like the Middle Earth realm. So, of course, my father had me escorted through a Stargate because he did not want me to go through the war that was going to be waged there. And my twin flame, Gamkili, we both loved each other, but you know, he did not allow me to, or you know, he did not allow the both of us to go through the Stargate. He wanted Keely to remain there in the realm with them, with the family, with the clan. So, because he saw him as a valuable asset in war, so he had him stay. But Thorin did not tell him that I was going to go through Stargate to leave the realm. So, you know, he knew that it was just a holding cell for me. He did not want me to get involved in this war, and this big realm war that was to probably take place for a long, long time, probably even centuries long, this war. I don't know. This war probably took in a time span probably like 1,000 years or so. So this war would rage on. It would wage on for a long, long time. And my father did not want me to get caught up in it. As a caring father, he would do something like that. So Gamkili did not know that I was leaving. He did not see me off because Gamkili thought I was going to stay there, but I was escorted. I was escorted with a few of my spirit guides to a Stargate, and I went through the Stargate. And then I was born. I'm being now kept in a physical holding cell, which is my body. My body is my refuge, so and then I was born into a flesh body here in this holding cell where I would be safe from that big war that's lasting a long time. But I think now the war is subtly dying off, but there are so many spiritual battles going on right now. There's always a battle going on. And this is simply what is happening in my realm now is it's just spiritual battles happening. So in a way, like, they're never really dying off, because everybody is dealing with, or at least everybody here in this matrix, in this earth matrix, is dealing with their own spiritual battle. So yeah, I think that was the lore. That's the lore of my DNA movie. And as I awaken, as I had awakened, or I have now awakened and now know that I am from that realm. But there was a dream I had. I was with my star family again. Now I've had multiple dreams to where I had been with my star family, or my clan. In the dream, my father seemed like I could see his face, and he kind of had a frown on his face, and I think the reason why that was is because I don't know. I think he was having thoughts about me waking up in this life, because I think at some point he was thinking that I wasn't supposed to wake up. Because if I had woken up too soon, there'd still be battles going on in my realm. So he had this thought in his head to where oh well, she shouldn't have woken up this soon. There are still big battles going on in the realm right now, and that's why he kind of had that off look, that distant look, off look on his face, just thinking to himself oh well, she's waking up too early. This is a bad thing, but I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, I'm not. And to be honest, I'm really happy, and I'm really happy that I woke up. I don't know what would have happened to me, or who I would have been if I didn't have woken up. Oh yeah, and there was somebody that he knew from another clan. My father, he knew another dwarven king that had a son, and my father, he had gotten acquainted with his young son, with the other king from the other clan. He had a son, and he gotten acquainted with the young son. So he had a meeting with the other clan member in private, saying that if he would let his son through the Stargate to guide and protect his daughter, then he would forever be grateful for that. But of course, the other dwarf king that he knew, that my father knew, he did not want to let go of his son, but he also knew that he did not want to let his son go through this war either. So he had abided by my father's words and had let him go through another Stargate, in which in this life he would meet me. And now that's my boyfriend now. He was the other dwarven boy that had that my father had met through another clan member's king or whatever. And we were meant to meet in this life, and so we did. And now my boyfriend of this physical life is now protecting and guiding me right now in a relationship. So this was all meant to happen this way. And my father knew that I loved Keely, but he would not let Keely through the Stargate because he needed him there with them. So And now it's finally happening. I'm finally being a part of my DNA movie, something that has a greater divine purpose, that I'm choosing to follow, and that I wanted and wished that would happen for a long, long time now. And now it's finally coming into fruition. That these are the thoughts, these are the alkaline thoughts that I wished for, that I'm going to continue to think about. And my purpose as a starseed is to project these thoughts into the astral dream state, in which I can go to my star family again and see them. And of course, my tribe members too, they're all a part of my star family. My tribe, who is from my mother's side, and then the clan of Durin, who is from my father's side. They are all in my spiritual star family. So there are a lot of members there. Okay, I think that's it for this recording. I hope you all enjoyed listening to this long lecture. So yeah, this is the backstory that had happened. And now I am able to go and see them again within the dream state, because that's where my real life is. It's in the dream state. Okay, you guys, this is it for the recording. I'll catch you all in another recording. Thanks for listening.